By this point, we've learned how to draw parallel boxes, and we've learned how to bring them back to the vanishing point. Now, let's learn how to bring some other shapes back to the vanishing point as well. We're going to use some of the same ideas that we did for the squares, especially for shapes that have a good corner or a good angle in them, such as this one and the star. Let's start with this one down here. Any place there is a bend or an angle in a shape, we're going to bring it back to the vanishing point. So, here's a bend, here's an angle. Would this one go back to the vanishing point? Yes, it would. So we're going to make a little mark. The reason it does is because it reaches all the way there without hitting anything in the way. How about this one? Nope. It has to go through the shape, so we don't bring that one back. This? Yes. This is a bend too, and that works. How about down here? This is a bend. We're going to need our ruler for that. If I bring the ruler from the vanishing point all the way to that bend, man, it looks like it does work. Just going to clean up that line a little bit so it's easier to see. Okay, let's bring them back to the vanishing point. So starting from our shape and going to the vanishing point. Perfect. Shape to the vanishing point. Shape to the vanishing point. Ooh, that one's tight, but it worked. Shape to the vanishing point. Oh, awesome. It looks like it's three-dimensional. It's popping out at us. I'm going to do this quicker now for the star. Now let's move on to some shapes that have some curves to it. Let's start out with a circle. We'll do this one right over here. When you're doing a circle or something with a curve, you actually just go to the edge of the shape and bring it back to the vanishing point. So if I bring this along, and I'm holding it on the vanishing point here, until I hit the very edge, I'm hitting the edge of my circle. I'm going to start from the circle and go back. I'm going to do the same thing. Hold it on the vanishing point, bring it along the edge. Great. Edge to the vanishing point. Kind of looks like an ice cream cone. But once we add the color, it'll look three-dimensional, like the circle is actually popping up, or it's a cylinder. I'm going to do this one again too. So until I reach the edge, here I'll do it this way so you can see. Vanishing point to the edge. Vanishing point to the edge. Ooh, as you can see, I'm going to run into another shape here. So what I'm going to do is bring this back from the shape until I run into another obstacle, and then I stop. That way it looks like this one is overlapping this one. The heart has both. It has both angles and curves to it. So depending on where it's at, that depends on how you bring it back to the vanishing point. So this is a curve. I'm going to bring that back to the vanishing point. Perfect. This is a curve. I'll bring that back to the vanishing point. And then this, that's an angle. Is it going to go back to the vanishing point? It is. So we are good there. How about here? This is an angle. Can this go back? Nope, because it would have to go through the shape. But what if I drew a heart up here? Well, now that's a little different. Now this one goes back to the vanishing point because it's above the horizon line. So I'll go from the shape down, and the curves as well, from the curves down, from the curves down. There we have it. How to bring lots of different kind of shapes back to the vanishing point.